Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. Maths Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. So today, we're going to talk about integration by parts. So basically, it's integrating products, and we're going to use the integration by parts method, okay? So here, we're trying to integrate the product of two functions, all right? And if you remember from the differentiation video, where we talk about differentiating products, we said if you differentiate UV, okay, in respect to X, it's going to be UdV over dx plus VDU over dx. Do you remember this? Okay. And when we're done with that, and I told you as well that when you differentiate it, you now get a U, you differentiate the V, you add it to the V, you differentiate the U. Good. Now, but the integration by, if you're integrating product, it's still the same thing, but you're going to reverse this time. So then we're going to integrate now. Okay. So we're going to integrate the formula we had then. So when you integrate, so we're integrating duv over dx. We're going to give you, we're integrating u dv over dx plus we're integrating v du over what? Dx. Okay. Now, when you integrate this, it's going to give you uv is equal to, you're integrating u v over dx plus you're integrating v du over dx. So now we take this to the other side. So we're going to integrate u dv over dx will be equal to uv minus integrating v du over what? Dx. Now, this is the formula on how to integrate by parts. It just doesn't stop here. The question is, we need to know which is the u, and we need to know which is the what? The v. So that means if you have two products, okay? If you have any two products, one of the products is going to be the u, and another product is going to be the what? V. So for instance, we're having, let's say we're integrating x squared and ln x. So that means one of these products is going to be the u, and one of these products is going to be the dv. So usually, some textbook will write it this way just so it to be easier. You can say we're integrating u dv is equal to uv minus integrating v du. Can you see? Okay, so they are all the same thing. All right. This is another easier way of writing that. Is that okay? All right. So how will you know which is the u and how will you know which is the v? Now, personally, I use the ILATE method, okay? So I use the acronym ILATE. Now, the ILATE method is a method I use personally to determine which is the U. So that means this is in order of importance. So that means the I is what we talk about. When we talk about I, is what we talk about the inverse trig, okay? The L, we talk about L. L means the log. A is what? The algebra. C is the trigonometry. And E is the exponential. So now this is the ranking of it, okay? Inverse trigonometry. So when I say trig, I mean trigonometry, okay? So the ranking on which of them becomes the what? The U, okay? The ranking of importance. So that means if you have an inverse trig and a log in a question, okay? The inverse trig is going to be the U, then the log is going to be the dv, okay? If you have maybe an algebra and an exponential, the algebra is going to be the what? The u, and the exponential is going to be the dv. Is that okay? So like in this case now, we are having x squared. So x squared is going to be a classical example of what? An algebra. And we have ln x. Ln is natural log, and we have log. All right. So that means in this example, our ln x is going to be the u, and our algebra is going to be our what? dv. Is that making sense? And we're going to solve it. Now, in this video, I'm not going to start I'm going to start solving in the next video. Is that okay? But in this video, what I just want to do is to just introduce the concept of integration by parts. All right? I'm going to start with this question in the next video to start solving. But when we're integrating, there are different ways of integrating. In some cases, you can integrate by parts. You can integrate once. So that means in some cases, you can integrate, okay? You can integrate once. In some cases, you might end up having to integrate twice, okay? And in some cases, it never ends, okay? It never ends. So I'm going to solve each of these scenarios as well, okay? And that'll be that for this video. So I'm not going to go so much into detail. So each of them, I'm going to go to the next video, and I'm going to take in each of them one by one. So generally, how do you integrate products? It's using the integration by parts methods, okay? Now, what do you do? Integration by parts, what you integrate, the formula is u dv is equal to uv minus integrating v du. The question now will be, which one is our u and which one is our dv? And how do you determine that? You use the ILATE method, okay? So the I, it stands for inverse trigonometry. The L, it stands for the logarithm. The A stands for the algebra. The T stands for trigonometry. And the E stands for the exponential. Is that okay? So that means in any example you find yourself, all right, the one that is higher in the ranking is going to be your U, and the next one is going to be definitely the other one is going to be your DV. So, and in some cases, you have to do this integration once. I'm going to solve an example. In some cases, you have to do it twice. In some cases, it keeps on going till infinity. And there's another way of solving those kind of questions, okay? And I have a particular question on that, all right? Okay, so please, I'm going to see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to start solving questions now. Just remember, like I said, take a screenshot and keep in your mind the formula for integration by parts. Keep in your mind the ILATE method. These are the two most important things in this video. Keep it in your mind, then we're going to solve questions with that very soon. And like I said, if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.